Hello fashion designers! This tutorial is about puzzle look. If you're using Prêt-à-Template, you may already know that puzzle look is a combination of different templates, basically custom combining different templates to create your own look, and there's really an infinite possibilities when it comes to puzzle look. In the new version, you can find it here on the left sidebar. This section is puzzle look. Once you open it, you will see that there are different types of bodies that you can begin with. So basically 3 different options for women, 2 for kids and 3 for men. And once you select one of them, you will have this screen where you have different categories of templates to begin with. Each of the categories has different options for your choice, and basically combining these options can be a great starting point to start your fashion illustration or to illustrate the designs that you have. So I will show you how to do it. So you have to basically select one of the templates for multiple categories that you want to use. So I've started with selecting the face features, and then again I can select the hairstyle of my preference, and then I can move on to different categories. And I want to say that once you have made a selection of a certain category, you will see that it has filled with this color. So it's not white, it has this neutral color field, which means that you have selected something from this category. So it can be useful, for example, if I select a dress, a certain dress, and then I move to t-shirt and I decide that I want to change. So I will use a t-shirt, and as you can see, the templates are combining together. So I want to get rid of the dress. I just double click on this icon and it has been removed. And one more thing that you can consider, that you can, for example, take this template if you have in mind a top part that you want to use for your design, and then there will be, for example, a trousers. You can consider just using the top part, and then the bottom part you don't have to trace it. So you can combine a certain features of some templates and use them as a starting point for your design as well. So I will deselect the things that I've used. I will start with a dress. So as you can see, there's so many options, and it can be useful for like so many things. There's really like an infinite possibilities when it comes to this, and it's much easier to start already with something. Much easier to basically develop the illustration having these as your guidelines. So I'm going to select a few items. I'm looking for a bag. And now, once you press on the pencil, you will start drawing. So from now on, you have the menu for drawing, and you can start developing illustration. You can as well press on that little hanger and go back to the puzzle look menu and switch back to the pencil to go back to the drawing menu. So I have reduced the opacity of this template, and I can start drawing. One thing that I want to do is basically to consider how I want to structure my illustration. And a few points to think about is whether you want later to use the same maybe face and hands for another illustration, whether you will want to add maybe different belts to the same outfit or try it with different bags. In that case, you might want to have each item on different layer. For me, I will basically begin with an outline and then I will color it on another layer. And I would do separate one for a face and hands and a separate one for dress. So let's begin. I'm gonna take a pencil with a dark brown color. You can use as well the custom palettes for the skin to select it, and I will start drawing on top of the template. So I'm just tracing everything that I have on the template. And I will use a pen to define some features. Then I will choose a skin color. So now I will create a separate layer to color the skin. I will drag it underneath the outline layer. So the one that I will start coloring is here under it. So I will do this and fill in with marker the area of the skin. I will do the same for hands. And I will layer the same color to build the volume to make it darker. And I will use darker color. And then I will switch back to the outline layer to just add some finer details with pencil. I want to change a shape of the lips, just to take them higher. And I will switch back to coloring layer to fill in with color. Some strange color, I guess So I'm switching back to coloring layer to color the hair with marker. So I'm creating with a pencil light zones on the hair to show the volume and the shine. And the way I like to do it is you're gradually moving towards lighter color and reducing the size of the shape. So here was my first shape. Now I will start with lighter color and reduce the size, so moving towards the middle of this shape. Like this. And then I move with the lightest color in the middle, just to create highlights. Like this. Now I will draw the dress on a separate layer, and that layer will be I duplicated, so I need to press plus, and this layer is going to be on top to cover all the inconsistencies. I will start with a pencil of some dark color, like a dark blue. And just trace template. And I will draw the belt on a separate layer in order to have maybe different ones that I can play with that I've drawn before. And I will color it again. I will move it under the dress. So I've noticed that I actually have copied the layer with the coloring of the face. So one thing I can do to get rid of that is to take an eraser and to simply erase it. And just fix the template a little bit. Yeah, it happens that you can basically create a mistake, but it's not like irreversible or something. You can always fix it. So now I will color the dress on this layer. And effectively what that will do, that will stay underneath our contour because the contour is on top, but it will cover all these inconsistencies in coloring because it's on top of this coloring. So I will just choose the color, maybe this blue, take a marker, just increase the size a bit and fill in this shape. I'm not too worried about the color choice because again with the color fill tool afterwards I can play with different color choices. I might want to consider adding a pattern, so for that I will add one more layer on top. Now I will add one more layer on top to add a belt, and I will bring back the template to make it more visible so that I can trace it more accurately. I will use this round brush or marker to fill it in. And I will switch to a pen to add some metal details. And I will add one layer to draw the shoes. So again, I will come back to making my template visible. This way I will just add bag. And I think I want the bag to be white. So I will pick a light gray color. And trace the template. And I will use a watercolor brush to color it. And the handles with the pen. And I will take a white color using a fur pattern from the library. This one. I'll just run across the back to add a little bit of volume. So I want to try and duplicate this layer, hide one, select another, and try to change color of the dress. So you can do this as well, having two different options, for instance. I hope you liked this video and learned something new. Please like it and subscribe to this channel.